Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sean Academy. Today we're going to be reviewing area of circles, and then we're also going to be doing a couple of simple word problems. So to start off with, let's just do a couple of these questions as review. So again, we're using this formula here, area equals pi r squared, to calculate the area, the face of these circles. And remember, what r squared means, so area is pi times the radius squared. And remember, radius squared doesn't mean radius times 2. It means radius times radius. So we're timesing it by the radius 2 times. So if this circle has a radius of 3.7 centimeters, that means its radius going here is 3.7 centimeters. And so to calculate the area, all I do is pi r squared. So that is 3.14 times my radius, 3.7, and times my radius again, 3.7. Okay, and the answer for that is 3.14 times 3.7 times 3.7. My answer is 42.9866. So let's just round that to 42.9, and we'll round this second number here, we'll round that 8 up to 9. And remember, we're talking about area, so my units are not just centimeters, they're centimeters squared. Okay, here's another example. So say my circle here has a diameter of 38.4 meters. That means 38.4 meters all the way across. So I can't just go straight into calculating my area, because I'm given the diameter. The first thing I need to find out is my radius. So I need my radius for this area formula. So we know this really well by now. If we're given the diameter, to find the radius, all we do is just divide it by 2. So what I do is 38.4 is my diameter. I divide that by 2, and I find out that my radius is 19.2 meters. Now that I have my radius, I can just plug that into my formula. So area equals pi r squared. So area equals 3.14 times 19.2 times 19.2. Okay, plug that into my calculator here. 3.14 times 19.2 times 19.2, and my answer is, wow, that's a big number. Okay, so it's 1,157.5. Here I was talking about meters, so it's meters. Again, we're talking about an area, so it's meters squared. Okay, so let's do a word problem here. So here we go. A circular park has a diameter of 400 meters. What is the area? So let's think about what this means. So it's a circular park. So maybe there's fields and there's grass, so there's playgrounds in here, those lovely playgrounds that we're not allowed to go on right now. And it has a diameter of, all the way across, 400 meters. Okay, so it's asking me what is the area. What's the area of this whole park here? Again, I'm given the diameter. So the diameter is 400 meters. I need to use my formula, area equals pi r squared. So I need to find the radius. So if my diameter is 400 meters, well, I can easily do that one. Radius is just going to be half the diameter. Here's one that I can do in my head. 400 divided by 2, well, that's 200 meters. Okay, so now I'm ready to plug that into my formula, pi r squared. So it's 3.14 times 200 times 200. This is going to be a big number. Let's see what I get. So if I do 3.14 times 200 times 200, and there's my area. And it is a big park, so it's going to have a big area. But my area is 125,600 meters squared. So what that means in my park, if I cut it up into meter by meter squares, I'd have 125,600 of those meter by meter squares. So it is a fairly big park. Okay, now one last question. So a horse is tethered to the ground with a rope 12 meters long. What is the area that the horse can graze? Well, let's think about what's going on with this one. So there's a horse and it's tethered with a rope. The rope is stuck into the ground. Say this is the part that's stuck into the ground. Okay, well, the rope is 12 meters long and that's attached to the horse, I guess, around like its muzzle. So the horse can travel, say it's 12 meters, so it could travel 12 meters this way. You go 12 meters that way. And that would be, at that point, the rope would stop it. It would be tight and it couldn't go any further. But that's how far it could go. Or it could go 12 meters this way. Or it could go 12 meters this way. Or it could go 12 meters this way. So basically, the horse can go anywhere it wants, but it can only go up to 12 meters away. In actual fact, what it can do, it can go anywhere in this, it'll make a circular area. Because no matter where it goes, it can go 12 meters this way, 12 meters this way, 12 meters this way. What is that 12 meters? Well, that 12 meters is the radius of the circular area that the horse can graze around. So now that I figured that out, again, it's just plugging that into my equation. So area equals pi r squared. The radius of the circle that the horse can graze in is 12 meters. So what I do is 3.14 times 12 times 12. And what I get, 3.14 times 12 times 12, and it can graze in 452.16 meters squared. Okay, so the horse is attached to the ground here. It can go as far out to pull that rope tight to here and also all the way around the outside, so it can go anywhere in this circle. That circle has a radius that's 12 meters. I find out here that 3.14 times 12 times 12, my number of my radius, that here is the area that that horse can travel around. Okay, so today we're going to do a couple of other practice questions to do with area and then answer a couple of word problems. So good luck today. Have at it.